Clearly, Ashley had finished the research portion of her fad and moved on to the active stage. Now that she had decided to enact a 200-year-old love story with us as the heroines, I was afraid the results would be mortifying. Without much hope, I tried to head her off. "I thought you despised boy-crazy girls like Michelle Jeffries and those people. You always said crushes were for noodleheads." Ashley drew herself up to her full height, which I couldn't have done in her position, standing on my bed, since my head would have hit the sloping roof. Her figure may be more mature than mine, but she's 6 inches shorter.
"I speak not of crushes, Miss Lefkowitz," she replied, "but of true love." True love? What girl hasn't dreamed of that? Even the shyest among us longs for a soulmate, someone who will understand our hopes and fears, laugh at our jokes, offer us his coat when the afternoon turns cold, charm our parents and admire us, flaws and all, such as a sharp chin, perhaps, and a marked lack of jiggle. Although I had never discussed it with anyone, not even Ashley, I shared that dream. My ideal hero borrowed his appearance from a guy I thought of as the mysterious stranger. I had seen him just 5 times. The first was by the swimming hole on a windy Saturday in late spring. A woman's hat blew off her head and flew straight for the water, when the stranger snatched a fallen branch from the ground and, with a daring leap, caught it. I had seen him twice since then in the state park, on foot and on horseback. Once I glimpsed him through the window of the Java jail drinking what looked like a Magnum Ocoretto with a bevy of guys. And once we crossed paths as he left the public library, trailing a cloud of air-conditioned calm. I was on my way in. He held the door for me. The man I might someday come to admire would, I hoped, share this stranger's poise, his grace, and his deep vertical dimple. With such secret thoughts, I shouldn't be surprised to hear my friend talk of heroes. Yet, if Ashley cherished a similar dream, I feared for her peace of mind. For is true love likely to come to a high school sophomore who dresses in a chorus robe and ballet slippers? "Okay, but listen, Ash," I said. "You're not planning to go to school wearing that, are you? No guy will even look at you." "Me neither if they see me with you," I added inwardly. "Couldn't you please wear jeans?" As always, my plea fell on deaf ears. "I see not the necessity of discussing with you, Miss Lefkowitz, the propriety of a young lady wearing trousers. As you know, modesty forbids us to reveal the shape of the lower limbs." "If you do get a boyfriend, he's going to want to see a lot more than just the shape of your lower limbs," I argued silently. Fortunately, I reflected, the school year wouldn't start for another week. Enough time, I hoped, to make her see reason. "And don't you think you could call me Julie?" I continued. "We've known each other long enough, surely." "My dearest Julia, you are right, indeed you are right. After all, in Pride and Prejudice, Miss Elizabeth Bennet addresses her bosom friend, Miss Lucas, by the name of Charlotte. And they are no more affectionately attached than the 2 of us. But please, my dear friend, allow me to continue. As I said, I believe I have the solution to our puzzle of where to find our heroes."
"Our puzzle? It's not my puzzle," I put in. Ashley shook me by the arm, letting her language slip a bit in her impatience.
"Will you listen already? In Pride and Prejudice, where do the younger Bennet girls turn for lively masculine company? Why, to the regiment of soldiers quartered near their home. Were we to follow their lead, where better to seek suitors than among our neighboring young men in uniform? Could she be referring to the West Point cadets? The U.S. Military Academy at West Point sits high on a cliff overlooking the Hudson, hidden from Byzantium by the curve of the river. There, brave and disciplined students train to lead our country's great army. Last year, the center of the Byzantium Bullfrogs turned down Harvard to become a West Point cadet. Oh, Ashley, you've got to be kidding. You want us to go chasing after West Pointers? They're way too old. They've got crew cuts. You'll get us court-martialed. My friend held up her hand. Hear me out, Julia, she said. Hear me out. As you so rightly observe, the officers in training are not perfectly suited to ladies of our tender years. I propose instead another population of gentlemen in uniform. Gentlemen younger than the cadets. I speak, in short, of the students at the Forefield Academy. This suggestion was better, but only slightly. Forefield, an exclusive boys' prep school, rises above the town of Byzantium both geographically and socially. Its main building, once the mansion of the Forefield family, can be seen from most of the town, including my attic window. As a little girl, I thought it was an enchanted castle, the home of a witch or a princess. I now considered it the home of gawky boys with crests embroidered on their blazer pockets. That is, of snobs, dorks, adders, or, most likely, snobbish dorky adders. Forefield, huh? What's your plan? Are we gonna dress up as boys and sneak in? Watch out, they'll see our lower limbs. Flashing me a look of reproach and triumph, Ashley reached into her robe pocket and produced a piece of paper, which she silently handed to me. It appeared to be a page Xeroxed from a newspaper. Library renovations, I read. An extensive overhaul of Forefield's Robert Rive Science Library and Media Resource Center is on schedule for completion in time for the... No, not that. Underneath.
What, this announcement? Forefield Fall Formal. The president and faculty of the Forefield Academy look forward to welcoming students, alumni, and their guests to the 97th Annual Columbus Cotillion at 8 p.m. Saturday, October 12th. Formal attire. Well, what good is that? We're not Forefield students, we're not alumni, and we're not their guests. We're not invited.
Oh, that won't matter.
Catching herself slipping into ordinary speech, Ashley began again.
I mean, that will be of no importance. With the crush of guests, 2 more will surely pass unnoticed.
You want to crash the Snoot School dork dance? Are you out of your candy wrapper? What could that possibly have to do with Jane Austen?
Surely, Miss Lefkowitz, you can see that a gathering of young gentlemen dressed in formal attire, well practiced in time-honored dance steps, and unaccustomed to the company of young ladies, and therefore bound to treat us with modesty and respect, is the ideal place to meet our matches. Can you be blind to the perfection of the plan?
Perfection! If the plan had any, I certainly was blind to it. In my experience, at least, boys who hadn't spent a lot of time around girls were less likely, not more, to behave themselves.